Welcome, everybody, to an Ella review of episode 7 of We Never Learn. Now, I'm sure people have already watched episode 7 in the weekend, so I was really excited to watch it over the weekend as well. Didn't get a chance to do a review, but I will do my best to explain what happened in this show. That screams like, wow. So many. This was the debut. This was Mafuyu Sensei's debut. Let's put it like that. This was her debut for the shipping between a teacher and a student. Okay, I know what people's girls say. This is domestic girlfriend. No, this is that show. Why the hell are you here, teacher? I mean, if the main character, like if Nagisa and Mafuyu Sensei was in this kind of situation, and if you take those two characters and you put them in that adult show, hentai plot, hentai plot, anime plot of why the hell are you here, teacher? You know, it would have made a lot of sense. It would have been so funny to see how that works out. Just imagine imagine that show, Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher? And you put him and Mafuyu Sensei in it. That would have been the dopest thing ever. That would have been a show that everybody would talk about. So, again, for Mafuyu Sensei's episode, this is the first half, he was doing, the main character's doing nice things. But before I get to that, let's just talk about Furuhashi. I can see why everybody likes Furuhashi like she's best girl. Not because of the long hair and the small boobs, but she's so passionate she doesn't want to be part of the harem. Okay, get this. Okay, let's be real. Furuhashi is part of the harem. Let's get one thing out of the air. She is part of the harem. The only problem is though, she knows that Ogita and the goddess swimmer, I don't know, I really like her, but everybody they in a love triangle. Sorry. They in a love triangle. So she doesn't want to be part of it because deep down she don't love him. Even though she does. But come on, it's not gonna happen for her. Sooner or later, but still she doesn't want to be part of this harem battle. So she tries so many ways to get close to make sure that, he could get to Ogita. And what the worst case scenario could happen? What can go wrong? Oh, I know. She pushes him, and landed on her boobs. But I'm like, wait, why are you tagging him a pervert? He didn't do nothing. All he did was just talking to you, and if anyone was to blame, it's not him. It's Furuhashi. I mean, she's the one who pushed. She's the one who pushed him to the boobs, which was fantastic. But still, it's her fault. Okay, now on to the sensei. Okay, now big question. From looking at Mafuyu Sensei, the teacher with the long pink hair, and everybody saying best TILF, best sensei of 2019, best girl of 2019. Let me just put this out. Is she hotter than all the teachers that we know so far of 2019? I'm going to say yes and no. And this is why. She's better than Hina from Domestic Girlfriend. Because Hina made mistakes. She fucked up on so many different levels. That's why I'm Team Ruri. But on this side, she ain't better than all the teachers in that show, Why the Hell Are You Here, Sensei? Why the hell are you here, teacher? Have you seen the show? Have you read the manga? Those teachers are gorgeous, especially the nurse one with the white hair, the goddess one, the small teacher about this height with her big boobs. She's very nice, and the one who got the demon, but still, they are hotter than her. That's one thing. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Is it good or is it bad? Truth be told, I'm in the middle. So Nagisa, he's really nice, trying to protect and rescue a cat, and then Mafuyu Sensei rescued cat and broke her ankle, so he took her to her house. And this is his first time going inside a women's house. Not really his first. If you think about it, he went to Furuhashi's house. Okay. So going to Sensei's house, this is more like second or third time that he's actually going inside a woman's house. A girl's house and a woman's house. And I know it's more mature looking, but her room was hella messy. I mean, when she came, I mean, she opened the door and it was all crowded. Her butt was sticking out. And imagine yourself opening the door, knocking in. What's going on? What's going on? You open the door, and the first thing you see is the teacher is Mafuyu Sensei's butt sticking out because it's all the trash. I know deep down you probably want to tap that. So he volunteered to clean up. I mean, he picked up her bra. That's a little sexy bra she wearing. That was sexy. Sexy bras. And he literally, and she thought it was indecent. Like, he's going to do it to me. He's going to do me. But main character, dense as he is, he's like, oh, let me clean up. Let me clean up. So he's cleaning. He cleaned up his room. And then off the sheets was her figure skating. Now, in the manga, this shows her backstory as to why she chose this, why she gave up on figure skating and then become a teacher. There's reasons why. I ain't gonna spoil it, but you're gonna have to read it and find out. But there's a love shipping thing going on between those two. I mean, they got the mugs. One got a ring, one got a male of the groom bow tie. Come on, that's a marriage mug. You offered that's a marriage mug. Come on, that just states the obvious. And then and then he's like, oh, and then almost when he's about to leave, he's like, oh, I could stay. I mean, I'm a man, right? I mean, I could stay here if you need a man in the house. She freaked out. I'm like, oh God, you screwed up. You screwed up. You screwed up. Now, from that first half, let's talk about Furuhashi. Let's talk about that girl. Let's talk about everybody's best blue hair girl of this show. Best blue hair girl. I know I said before she doesn't want to be part of this harem. But when you push someone into a tree, you know that there's something going on. And that happens in every anime where a guy or girl push that person into the tree like this. And something sexy is, something about a romantic kiss. But do it where nobody doesn't see you. Especially her group class. You gotta applaud Furuhashi's class, her army, call themselves the Wild Roses. These group of girls are so, Furuhashi got her own army. Now that I think about it, if every background girl is supporting the main girl to be with the main character. So let's just, the two girls from Uruka's club, the swimming club, right? Those two are working together to get her into liking him. And then you got the Wild Roses, this group of girls in her class, is making sure that these two, there's a love connection between Furuhashi and Nagisa. I'm like, wow, everybody is helping the main girl ship with the guy. This is like the Nisekoi, but this is better. I'm saying it's better than Nisekoi, but you guys get the point. They're helping the main girl be with the main character. That's all I'm trying to say. But how dense is the main character's response to these questions? It's like, hey, what's your relationship with Furuhashi? He's like, well, I'm a teacher, so I guess she's really special to me. I'm like, oh, you idiot, don't say that. That's even worse. And then you made it even so suspicious that you grabbed her bag and started going to the library. I'm like, you're making it even worse for yourself. And how dense is the main? I know it's harem anime. Some male characters are really dense at times. But if you're in a library with one of the hottest girls in the school, and you're studying math, and you got all these girls in the library, does that even open your mind? Does that even wait a minute, why there's so many girls here? Wait, I never know it's so crowded. I'm like, you serious? You just now, you have no idea why every girl's here? Yo, they talk about an army. These girls like the Amazons. These are just Amazonians. These girls okay, we're the Wild Roses. We're gonna make sure that he doesn't try anything stupid to her. So they were trying to see if there actually a relationship between those two. They try to find proof, but they can't find any. They just doing the actual, tutoring her into math, trying to study all that. So the president of the Wild Rose, she knows that there's a boyfriend-girlfriend barrier that these two have, and it will come up eventually. So I understand that these girls know that there's a barrier between them, even though we don't see that yet. But even though we see that, Furuhashi don't see him as a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. More like a tutor thing. But somewhere down the road, we will see a love quarrel that is about to happen. And we all know that she's part of the harem. We all know that. But still, even though Furuhashi doesn't want to be in it, we all know that she's in it. Okay? I'm trying to put it into perspective, but you guys get the point. Don't push her out of the harem, even though she's in it. That's all. So, this episode 7 was really decent. I mean, we get to see everybody's favorite teacher, favorite girl so far, this one. Even though I'm with Team Ogita on this right here. And I want Ogita to end up with him. Still, this student-teacher relationship is getting out of hand this year. I mean, we just got Domestic Girlfriend. We got the show, Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher? And now this is going to be the battle of the teachers. Best teacher of 2019. And so far, I'm thinking her, Mafuyu Sensai, but on the other hand, I'm thinking the other sensei. I'm thinking the other senseis from that show. But let's see how this turns out this year. So, and blue haired, from Furuhashi, I know everybody likes her, but with her army of the wild roses, they gonna make the ship and go. So, I'll look forward for next week's episode of We Never Learn.